This man has a special ability. Whenever he encounters danger, he can rewind time and return to 5 minutes earlier. With this power, he has managed to avoid many dangerous situations. However, this time, Jack's mother was murdered, and he was wrongly accused of being the killer. Just as the police were about to arrest him, Jack used his time rewind ability to transport himself 18 years back into the past. A teacher walked into the classroom, and Jack followed. The teacher asked him to sit in his seat, but Jack couldn't remember where his desk was in elementary school. He randomly picked an empty seat, only to be told by his classmate that it was Mary's seat. Mary was always late every Monday, and a classmate jokingly asked if Jack liked her, as they thought he and Mary made a good pair. Sitting down, Jack was still puzzled, unsure if this was reality or a dream. He couldn't understand why his mother's death would send him 18 years back in time. What he really wanted was to go home quickly and confirm whether his mother was still alive. Kenya noticed Jack seemed off and asked if something had happened. Jack pretended to have a headache and said he was going to the nurse's office, but his backpack betrayed him. Kenya didn't call him out but offered to help Jack ask the teacher for leave. Jack ran home as fast as he could, and upon arriving, he discovered that his mother was still at work. Seeing his home, exactly as it was in his memories, made him very emotional. Later that evening, when his mother came home, Jack was overjoyed. He had finally seen her again and couldn't hold back his tears. Now, he was sure this was reality. This time, he would not only save his mother but live his life without regrets. The next day, as Jack went to school, he thought that since he had returned to his elementary school days, he could prevent his mother's death 18 years from now. If he stopped the bad things from happening, he could save her. But right now, everything seemed normal. Then, Jack's attention was drawn to a figure, Mary, the girl he had liked when he was younger. Both of them came from single-parent families, but their lives were completely different.
打撲書
Jack also started to remember his childhood friends, with Kenya still as cool as ever. Kenya asked Jack if he liked Mary, and everyone got excited upon hearing that. Carl even offered to help Jack and Mary get closer, promising to create opportunities for them to talk. Jack thought Carl was being too loud, but Carl immediately promised that they would meet after school. After school, sure enough, Mary was waiting for Jack. He was shocked and curious about why she would wait for him. He soon realized it was probably because Carl had told her that Jack liked her. However, Mary didn't seem interested and turned to leave. Jack called out to her and told her he wanted to be friends. Mary then asked Jack if he was willing to kill someone. Jack was shocked by her words. He suddenly remembered that before being kidnapped and killed, Mary had already faced misfortune. If he could solve this problem early, perhaps he could save her. Meanwhile, a man on the other side of the river, holding a paper airplane, watched the scene unfold. Jack gradually adjusted to his new life, and his attention toward Mary became more frequent. Other classmates became curious about the growing relationship between Jack and Mary, and they wondered what had happened between them. Kenya noticed the gossip and helped Jack, telling everyone to stop teasing him. On the way home from school, Jack thanked Kenya for his support, but Kenya asked Jack why he was so concerned about Mary. There seemed to be a hidden story behind it. Jack was shocked that Kenya knew so much. Kenya reassured Jack that if he had anything to share, they would all help him. Kenya suggested that Jack read Mary's composition collection to better understand her thoughts. When Jack got home, he opened the class's composition collection and found Mary's piece titled The City Where I Am Not. The composition described Mary's wish to go to a deserted island when she grew up, where there would be no pain, no sorrow, and she could do whatever she liked. She imagined a city where she was the only one absent, children still went to school, adults still went to work, and mothers still ate their meals. Every time she thought of that city where she was not present, her heart would feel at ease.